but I cannot rest in it because there's enemies nearby. Maybe normally I could go and rest in it. Why is there this location here? Actually, English says the numbers backwards for the teens anyways. 14 was 4 and 10 originally. Interesting. Hello, rat. Why does someone live here among the rats? No. No need to be casting. I can just equip our little lockpick and actually pick this lock open when it's only that sort of a little lock. Hey, the Wolf Queen book 5. We got one more book for this series. However, there's no sense reading it yet. Someone need a room key. Strange. What's going on here? A summoning room key? Because it's a rat person. Maybe. The teens, I mean. Yeah, I guess it works the same way. Yeah, it does actually. 14. I was thinking that. What is it that we're actually meaning? What is the reason for that, on the other hand? I don't know. It's strange. Why is then those just different? 19. Well, on the other hand, in Finnish, of course, it is the toista. Anyways, it's not even 10, like the number 10 is. So it's kind of weird. Why is it that way? I don't know. It's weird. I can rest here, I guess. I guess so. It is 4 of the 2nd, yes. But yeah, that's the reason why I was thinking, and like, why is it even like that? Again, but I have of course considered that some other time too. I didn't just think about it right now. It's basically it is that portion is the same way as in English language for sure. Or maybe it's a lonely old cat who can't afford 76 cats. That's possibly the case. The cats could be actually clearing out the rats, but unfortunately, or to be honest, have you ever seen cats in Morrowind? It's kind of my question. Have you usually seen a lot of cats in Morrowind? I for sure don't remember a lot of cats. I do not remember a lot of cats in Morrowind. Or is there some in some other Elder Scrolls games? Maybe. I'm not sure anymore. Summoning room key. So I could assume that there's going to be a summoning room here somewhere. Unless that prison was a summoning room. Yeah, I did. You can even play one. Well, Kashids, if you talk about Kashids, they're cat kind of people if you mean that. But yeah, they're not exactly, well, I don't know, how much do they usually like to chase rats? Maybe woman with many Kashids, yes, that would be more a workable idea then. I wonder if this will be opening up. Yes, this is the summoning room. I don't like that creature, I would say. Let's cast a shield at least. I hate these crocodile peoples. I always hate them. Do I have my shield? Yes. You need to die, my good sir crocodile. Don't do your bad spells on me. I need to restore health if in any way possible. Thank you. Stupid dead rat. Died rat. Nonetheless, you're dead. They are cats, that is true. That is true. But I was thinking more like little cats that wouldn't be able to take care of themselves. But I think Kashids can take care of themselves. I think. What was the... Velpurs, yes, Velpurs was the name for the cat people on the other hand in Wizardry games, Wizardry 8. I kinda like Velpur names sort of more than the Kashid, but the sus, they are kind of similar in some ways. Sort of. a lot of the older series usually had cat and different type of animal species of specifically. Well, that is nonetheless killed. I do kind of wonder if there's going to be more upstairs, but I think there wasn't. If I remember correctly, I think I recall that there would be just this guy here. He does have a ball though. Shock Centurion, that is. Hello, sir. Baladas Demnevani. I am Baladas Demnevani, and this Ars Trillin is my home. Trillin, why have you come here? Well, I would just have some questions for you, like 3 questions if you wouldn't mind. But can you tell me about yourself, Baladas? Speaking, hurry up. 3 questions. Would you mind answering? And yes, as I was thinking that Satentenho would probably agree with me that Felpus and Raffles all the way. Definitely. I think you wrote them correctly. It's kind of if you consider the name Felpur, it's kind of funny, purr. If we consider purring of the cats, then there are Felpurs and Raffles. But yeah, I love those more than the Argonians and Gashids and Sus myself, but well, that's just my wizardry love after all. Ask it about its gender. I'm not sure, to be honest. You don't know what gender this creature is in front of you. That's pretty serious problem. To be honest, I don't know if I would care, but I would bet an Apache helicopter. Maybe. The helicopter could be the right answer, to be honest. Very much might be. And yeah, and Fel probably comes from feline, very much so. But I still like those names, Felpurs and Ravus. So, 3 questions. You may ask your 3 questions. You want to know first about the disappearance of the dwarves? Yes, I would like to know about the disappearance of the dwarves. It is said that the tumor refused to discuss the research with those who demonstrated neither interest nor competence in the subject. Okay. So, what about other 3 questions? You may ask, you said something about the tumor artifacts? Yes. If you seek the artifacts of the tumor, visit one of the tumor ruins. Yeah. There are many scattered across the Farden Vale. There is one on the coast northwest of here. Yes. What about more questions? Your last question was about the Tremor language. Yes, I would like to know about the Tremor language. I do not know the Tremor language. Well, you were really useful. You're just saying that they refuse to discuss research or demonstrate their interest nor competence in the subject, even though it has nothing to do with the disappearance of the dwarves, Tremor. And then just Tremor artifacts, you seek the artifacts or visit one of the Tremor ruins, and then I do not know the Tremor language. Yeah, I came all this way and this was the answer. This seems like such a bad answers. But as such, I was just asked to ask questions. There was no saying that what I would have to be answering. Killed with fire. Maybe we should, but on the other hand, I kind of feel that we might be getting some knowledge of him at some point. Maybe. I don't know. So, you live in Knesset? Yeah. Everyone here leaves me alone. That's how I like it. I can see that. That's why you have all the rats hanging about. What about hanging gardens? Yeah. I was thinking that I have this book. So you have found a book. Let me see. Yes, this is written in both Tumor and Altmeris. I would keep this book somewhere safe. Perhaps you will find other books in the Tumor language and could use this book to translate them. If you find anything of interest, bring both the books to me. Interesting. Intriguing. If we could find some other book as well. I was thinking that Hanging Garden seemed interesting or important. Do you know about the Neravar? When the Tamr followed Fela to Morrowind, there were many warring clans. With no law or leader in common, one Damer warlord, Neravar, had the ambition to rule all the Damer. In that time, House Trumer were great enchanters, though Neravar went secret to a Trumer smith and asked for an enchanted ring that would help him. The ring gave its wearer great powers of persuasion. For safety, it was enchanted to instantly kill anyone who wore it except Neravar. The ring was called Moon and Star, and it helped Neravar unite the various clans into the first council. Later, however, disputes over religions divided the council, with House Trumer and House Dukat on one side and all the other houses on the other. Dumak and Dukat invited Orc and Nord clans as allies, and held northwest Morrowind, while Neravar mustered the other houses and nomad tribes and marched to meet the Trumer Dukat Westerner forces. The armies met at the Red Mountain, a Trumer stronghold. The Trumer were defeated and terrible sorceries were used, resulting in utter extermination of House Trumer, House Dugat, and their allies. Neravar died after the battle and his ring was lost. But Neravar's alliance survives in Morrowind through in political institutions, the Crown Council. Leave it under his bed. It's almost the same. Mayhaps. What about the Chronicles the Shnu left? It's very rare. There are probably still copies of the book and the Trumer ruins of Shnu left. I was thinking that that Shnu left that I ignored to go in yet, but I found that place already in the very start of this video actually. Would be a place that might be a very important location as a Trumer ruin to go into to explore. But of course I do have that already, but I think that it would be interesting to go indeed and visit. At least I think it was this place that we found in the start of the video, but I didn't visit there yet. We can definitely visit there later after all. Do you have any shores for me? Interesting. He actually does have some simple shores. Does he also want the Chronicles Shnu left? Interesting. I thought that he would have already had it. I have 3 simple shores for you. Bring me copies of the Trumer books, Shnulak's Fire and Fate, Antecedents of the Trumer Law, and Chronicles of the Shnu left. Okay. Well, that is in the Shnu left. Have you found a copy of the... No, not yet. Can you tell me anything about these books? No, I don't think so. On the sense of the Trumer Law. Well, hey. More book requests. No, not yet. Well, gotta try to remember that. Can you tell me about the Telvanni counselors? Okay, Brown Book of 3rd Area 426 has been added to our inventory even. Here's a reader's edition of the Brown Book of Great House Telvanni. It lists the current Telvanni councillors and their residents. Let me mark the location of the councillors' towers on your map. Del Arun, Del Vos, Del Mora, Del Pranora, Del Naka is right in the center of the Satrit Mora. On the mainland, the councillors reside in Tel Oren, Tel Arenian, Tel Yoda, Tel Vaerin, Tel Darus, and Tel Tenim. Del Vaerin is at the center of Alt Posara. Del Darus is the seat of the Gahzarit, south of Port Telvannis. And Del Tenim, of course, looms over Port Telvannis itself. Rightio then. Well, we got a new quest, Brown Books. If you say so. He does have a good bed. I don't see really anything underneath it though. So if you see it, then I'm kind of happy, I guess, that we don't see it. It is a grand bed though. Such a lovely little helper here too. Cities. So city to pick out. The big children. Should we read the big children? Sure. Let's read some books when we're not gonna be taking this with us. No one, not the oldest Dark Elf of Mount Dagadur or the ancient Sage of Solitude himself, can recall a time when the orc did not ravage our fair Tamriel. Whatever foul and pestilent death of oblivion conjured them up could scarcely have created a more constant threat to the well-being of the civilized races of Tamriel than the obnoxious orc. Orcs are thankfully easy to recognize from other humanoids by their size, commonly 40 person high and 15,000 unguides in Fae, their brutal pig-like features and their stench. They are consistently belligerent, morally grotesque, intellectually moronic, and unclean. By all rights, the civilized races of Tamriel should have been able to purge the land of their plight eras ago, but their ferocity, animal cunning, and curious and tribal loyalty have made them inevitably as leeches in a stagnant pool. He is hoping that you put something under his bed. That's the only logical explanation. Ah, right. Tales of Orcish barbarity precede written record. When Justiaka rode of the Order of the Aknas, joining the armies of Daggerfall and Sentinel to hold at bay the wicked orcs in their foul or sinium vastness, and burn aught in cleansing flame in 1 era 915, she assumed that any raider would be aware of the savagery of the orcs. When the cheese was completed 30 years later after the death of many heroes including Guide and Shinji, and the destruction of Orsinium scattered the Orcish survivors throughout the Frocadrian mountains, she further wrote, the free peoples rejoined for that their ancient fell enemy was dispersed into diverse parts. Obviously, the orcs had been terrorizing the region of the Iliac Bay at least, since the early years of the First Era. Right. What about the cities? Definitely haven't read this book before. Okay, cities. Cities is the start of the house. Before him was nothing, but the foolish Altmer have names for and revere this nothing. That is because they are lazy slaves. Indeed, from the sermon's thesis asks merely for itself, which is nothing. Cities sundered to nothing and mutated to parts, fashioning from them a myriad of possibilities. These ideas ebbed and flowed and faded away, and this is how it should have been. One idea, however, became jealous and did not want to die. Like the stasis, he wanted to last. This was the demon Anui El, who made friends, and they called themselves the Aedra. They enslaved everything that cities had made and created realms of everlasting imperfection. Thus are the Aedra the false gods, that is, illusion. So cities begat Lorkhan and sent him to destroy the universe. Lorkhan, unstable mutant. Okay. Lorkhan had found the Aedric weakness. While each rebel was, by their nature, immeasurable, they were, through jealousy and vanity, also separate from each other. They were also unwilling to go back to the nothing of before. So while they ruled their false dominions, Lorkhan filled the void with a myriad of new ideas. These ideas were legion. Soon it seemed that Lorkhan had a dominion of his own, with slaves and everlasting imperfections, and he's seen for all the world like an Aedra. Thus did he present himself as such to the demon Anui El and the Eight Givers, as a friend. Go on to the Sharmat Nagod Ur as a friend. I herma mora al the dun, but hume lekan I. Okay, that did not make that much sense, but rightio. I think I did read the mysticism before. The dragon, he definitely has interesting books here. I don't think I've read any of this. Okay, 2920, Rain's Hand. Restoration increased. Rain's Hand, Book 4 of 2920. The Last Year of the First Era by Carl Dorvak Toneway. 3 Rain's Hand to 920. Cold Harbor, Oblivion. Sotasil proceeded as quickly as he could through the blackened halls of the palace, half submerged in brackish water. All around him nasty glutinous creatures scurried into the reeds, burst of white fire lit up the upper arches of the hall before disappearing, and the smell assaulted him, rancid death one moment, sweet flowered perfume the next. Several times he had visited the theatre princes in their oblivion, but every time something different awaited him. He knew his purpose and refused to be distracted. 8 of the more prominent theatre princes were awaiting him in the half-melted domed room. Asura, Prince of Dusk and Dawn. Boetia, Prince of Plots. Hermamora, Hedetra of Knowledge. Hircine, the Hunter. Malakat, God of Curses. Mehrun's Dagon, Prince of Disaster. Molakbal, Prince of Rage. Shekurat, the Mad One. Above them, the sky cast tormented shadows upon the meeting. Wife Rain's Hand 2920, the Isle of Artium, Somerset. Sotasil's voice cried out, echoing from the cave, "Move the rock!" Immediately, the initiates obeyed, rolling aside the great boulder that blocked the entrance to the dreaming cavern. Sotasil emerged, his face smeared with ash, weary. He felt he had been away for months, years, but only a few days had transpired. Lilata took his arm to help him walk, but he refused her help with a kind smile and a shake of his head. "Were you successful?" she asked. "The theatre princes I spoke with have agreed to our terms," he said flatly. "Disasters such as befell Gilverdale should be averted. Only through certain intermediaries such as witches or sorcerers will they answer the call of man and mer." So Shekurat, best theatre prince ever, and Satentan also a priest, definitely. Prince of Rage is the Shekurat. I really don't remember that well all of this. Well, I know best Mehrun's Dagon really right now, considering I actually met him a little bit. We have Mehrun's razor after all right now, so I remember him the best. "And what did you promise them in return?" asked the North boy Velek. "Okay, and what did you promise them in return?" asked the North boy Velek. "The deals we make with Deetra," said Sohtasil, continuing on to Yakhesi's palace to meet with the Master of Psychic Order, "should not be discussed with the innocent." Okay. 8 Rain's Hand 2920, the Imperial City, Surandil. A storm belighted the windows of the prince's bedchamber, bringing a smell of moist air to mix with the censers filled with burning incense and herbs. "A letter has arrived from the Empress, your mother," said the courier, anxiously inquiring after your health. What frightened parents I have," laughed Prince Juilek from his bed. "It is only natural for a mother to worry," said Saverian Shorak, the Potentan's son. "There is everything unnatural about my family, Alkavir. My exiled mother fears that my father will imagine me being a traitor, covetous of the crown, and is having me poisoned." The prince sank back into his pillow, annoyed. "The emperor has insisted on me having a taster for all my meals as he does." "There are many plots," agreed Alkavir. "You have been apt for nearly 3 weeks with every healer in the Empire shuffling through like a slow ballroom dance. At least all can see that you're getting stronger." "Strong enough to lead the vanguard against Morrowind soon, I hope," said Shuilek. 11 Rains Day 2920, the Isles of Artium, Somerset. The initiates stood quietly in a row along the Abora Lokia, watching the long, deep, marble-lined trench ahead of them flash with fire. The air above it vibrated with the waves of heat. Though each student kept his or her face sturdy and emotionless, as a true psychic should. Psychic? Or psychic, I don't know which way it should be said. The terror was nearly as palpable as the heat. Sotasil closed his eyes and uttered the charm of fire resistance. Slowly he walked across the basin of leaping flames, climbed into the other side, and sketched. Not even his white robe had been burned. The charm is intensified by the energy you bring to it, by your own skill, just as all the spells are, he said. Your imaginations and your willpower are the keys. There is no need for a spell to give you a resistance to air or a resistance to flowers, and after you cast a charm, you must forget there is even a need for a spell to give you resistance to fire. Do not confuse what I am saying. Resistance is not about ignoring the fire's reality. You will feel the substance of flame, the texture of it, its hunger, and even the heat of it. But you will know that it will not hurt or injure you. The students nodded, and one by one they cast a spell and made the walk through the fire. Some even went so far as to bend over and scoop up a handful of fire and feed it air, so it expanded like a bubble and melted through their fingers. Sotasil smiled. They were fighting their fear admirably. The chief proctor, Targalit, came running from the arbor arches. Sotasil, Almalexia has arrived at Artium. Iakesis told me to fetch you. Sotasil turned to Targalit for only a moment, but he knew instantly from the screams what had transpired. The North lad Velik had not cast the spell properly and was burning. The smell of scorched hair and flesh panicked the other students who were struggling to get out of the basin, pulling him with them, but the incline was too steep away from the entry points. With a wave of his hand, Sotasil extinguished the flame. Velik and several other students were burned, but not badly. The sorcerer cast a healing spell on them before turning back to Targalit. I'll be with you in a moment and give Almalexia the time to shake the road dust from her train. Sotasil turned back to the students, his voice flat. Fear does not break spells, but doubt and incompetence are the great enemies of any spellcaster. Master Velik, you will pack your bags. I'll arrange for a boat to bring you to the mainland tomorrow morning. Poor Master Velik didn't manage to do well enough in the sorcerer's schooling. The sorcerer found Almalexia and Iakesis in the study, drinking hot tea and laughing. She was more beautiful than he had remembered, though he had never before seen her so deceived. Wrapped in a blanket, dangling her damp long black tresses before the fire to dry. At Sotasil's approach, she leapt to her feet and embraced him. Did you swim all the way from Morrowind? He smiled. Did you swim all the way from Morrowind? It's pouring rain from skywards down the coast, she explained, returning his smile. Only a half a league away, and it never rains here, said Iakesis proudly. Of course, I sometimes miss the excitement of Somerset, and sometimes even the mainland itself. Still, I'm always very impressed by anyone out there who gets anything accomplished. It is a world of distractions. Well, he does get that right for sure, considering how many distractions I've been into. Always distractions, like even reading this book. Speaking of distractions, what's all this I hear about a war? You mean the one that's been flooding the continent for the last 80 years, Master? Asked Sotasil, amused. I suppose that's the one I mean, said Iakesis with a shrug of his shoulders. How is that war going? We will lose it, unless I can convince Sotasil to leave Artium. It's always like I want to be saying voices, but then I would need to read forward so that I can actually see who is speaking. And now it's Almalexia, so the woman voice. Yeah, and it's a world completely built from distractions for sure. We will lose it unless I can convince Sotasil to leave Artium, said Almalexia, losing her smile. She had meant to wait and talk to her friend in private, but the old Altmere gave her courage to press on. I have had visions. I know it to be true. Sotasil was silent for a moment and then looked at Iakesis. I must return to Morrowind. Who is talking? Knowing you, if you must do something you will, sighed the old master. The psychic's way is not to be distracted. And still there's so many distractions. Wars are fought, empires rise and fall. You must go, and so must we. What do you mean, Iakesis? You're leaving the island? No, the island will be leaving the sea, said Iakesis, his voice taking on a dreamy quality. In a few years, the mist will move over Artium, and we will be gone. We are counselors by nature, and there are too many counselors in Tamriel as it is. No, we will go, and return when the land needs us again. Perhaps in another age. The old Altmere struggles to his feet, and drained the last sip of his drink before leaving Sotasil and Almalexia alone. Don't miss the last boat. The year continues in second seat. What's the deepest voice you can do? Well, let's see. Yeah, there is a lot of books. I've never read most of them. I've read some before, but definitely not all of them, and there is a lot of books, so I was thinking that this is the best time to read them then. Deepest voice, well, that's a good question. Blasphemous revenants, not in the world, not out of it, but between worlds they linger, held to the heart and tomb. Maybe something like that, I don't know. It takes a lot of effort, and I don't think that's actually really deep or really, good, but maybe something like that. Or maybe orcish, whoa, or something. I don't know. It's very difficult to try to do anywhere very good deep voices with my voice, that voice. Something like that anyways, probably. Blasphemous revenants anyways. Not into the world, nor out of it, but between worlds they linger, held to the heart and tomb by blood and loyalty. And if they come unbidden... Deep guns with walls, I think, maybe. Blood and loyalty. And if they come unbidden from love and kin of fate to duty, it is not unholy. It is but the answering of the ancestors, the awakening of those who never sleep, the summoning the service of those born through heart and house to the protection of the clan. But if sorcerers spring them forth, then such a summoning is a blasphemy, an abomination before the tribes and temple, and a sin so great that ages of burning cannot cleanse the fault. Abide not the sorcerer among you, for he comes to steal the bones of your fathers and dust to your tombs. He seeks to bind by power what is yours by right, to track forth the worn spirits from their world between to bind them to their service like slaves and beasts. Who can know the shame of the dead, the ceaseless weeping of the necromancer's thrall? Cruel enough is the ancestor's service, given in love to heart and kin, but ghost of guardian, bone walker or bone lord, summoned by the profane ritual and bound by the force to the corpse miner's will. How many such a spirit ever find rest? How may it never find its way back to its blood and clan? Only a righteous dumber, bound by blood to heart and kin, bound by oath and services to the temple, can call upon the spirits of the dumber dead. Those foreign sorcerers of other races that invade our shores, shall they be permitted to rob our tombs, to bind our kin spirits into sorcerous slavery, to steal the lives of our dead, as well as our land of the living? No, I say, no and no, 3 times more. Such necromancers must die, and their profane magics must die with them. And shall we tolerate the hidden host of the undead, the arrogant princes of necromancers, the ancient vampire demons who crave from their lairs in the west, seeking refuge in the profane Daedric shrines, abandoned dumber strongholds and corrupted subterranean labyrinths of the detested tumor race. For ages the great houses and the temple have kept our land clean of the vampire's taint. But now these undead lords and their vile cattle have returned. These vampires must die, and their corrupt cattle with them, and their blood taint must be forever erased by fire and stake. Yes. Then there would be one more book. Oh dear. Right there. So, the Dragon Break re-examined. What Jim Jim? I tried to read that with passion, so to speak. Or samsas, however to say that. Yay, got some good rhythm going there. I tried my best for sure. Well, sometimes it comes very well with the, just the feeling. Remember to breathe in between. Made me almost believe you hated vampires. Yes, I hate vampires so very, very much indeed. Well, hey, then thank you. Then I read it well enough when you even could believe those words with such a passion I said them. And, I truly would be saying them myself. And not just reading them, as in saying them because I read them. The Dragon Break re-examined by Faltron. Okay, not too long of a book. The late Third Era was a period of remarkable religious ferment and creativity. The upheavals of the reign of Uriel VII were only the outward signs of the historical forces that would eventually lead to the fall of the Septine dynasty. The so-called Dragon's Break was first proposed at this time by a wide variety of cults and fringe sects across the empire, connected only by a common obsession with the events surrounding Tiber Septime's rise to power, the founding myth, if you will, of the Septime dynasty. The basis of the Dragon's Break doctrine is now known to be a rather prosaic error in the timeline printed in the otherwise authoritative Encyclopedia Tamrielica, first published in the Third Era 12, during the early years of Tiber Septime's reign. At that time, the archives of Alinor were still inaccessible to human scholars, and the exact records from the Alesian periods were extremely fragmentary. The Alesians had systematically burned all the libraries they could find, and their own records were largely destroyed during the War of the Righteousness. The author of the Encyclopedia Tamrielica was apparently unfamiliar with the Elysian year, which their priesthood used to record all dates. We now know this refers to the length of the long vision trances undertaken by the High Priestess, which might last anywhere from a few weeks to several months. Based on analysis of the surviving trance scrolls, as well as murals and friezes from Elysian temples, I estimate that the Elysian order actually lasted only about 150 years, rather than the famous 1080 years, given by the Encyclopedia Tamrielica. The mystery of the millennial plus rule of the Elysians was accepted but unexplained until the spread of the Lorcan cults in the late Third Era, when the doctrine of the Dragon's Break took hold. Because this dating and explanations was so widely held at the time, and then repeated by historians down through today, it has come to have the force of tradition. Recall, however, that the Third Era historians were already separated from the Elysians by a gulf of more than 2,000 years, and history was still in its infancy, relying on the few archives from those early days. Today, modern archaeology and paleonumerology have confirmed what my own research in Elysian dating first suggested, and that the Dragon's Break was invented in the late Third Era based on a scholarly error, fueled by obsession with eschatology and Numidicium, and perpetuated by scholarly inertia. Good. There's one more book that I've read. I have read that one. Hello, Shock Centurion. You would be a very nasty enemy, I know that much. It might be that even the Tetra below wouldn't have actually been hostile to me unless I would have attacked it, but I wanted to be sure rather to be safe than sorry with that thing. As in, kill it before it might kill me. These are actually pretty big items, this Master Calculator. It's no wonder that it's heavy to carry around. I even have a Master Calculator. How in the hell am I carrying all of these things when it's that much? At least the Master Mortal and Pestle is relatively small, and these are not that ridiculously big. But this thing, Master Calculator, we just carrying this around somehow in our back. How in the nine hells am I carrying that thing around? I have it, right? Yeah, here is a Master Calculator. How in the nine hells are we carrying this thing around? Is my question. How are we carrying that around? Do tell. How can we do such a thing? Oh, Vampires of Badenfell Volume 1. The Book of Dawn and Dusk. Did I read this before? I'm not sure anymore. I did read something about vampires, possibly read it. Magic. I guess so. Magic is always the answer then. And because of magic we can carry it. We just make it a lot smaller when we are actually carrying it. It's probably the right answer. We are having it some type of a bag of holding or something of a like. Bag of holding in Baldur's Gate games were something that was able to put everything into a very small space. To try tired to answer. What a shame. No answers for me. Then, at least you're nicely just like the sacrificial lamb in this altar almost, so in that sense I think that's really good. But on the other hand, it might have also been aggressive considering the fact that all the rats attacked us at least. But we did also kind of find more quests now, as in trying to actually find some books. Hey skeletons, anything you have here? Sort of. Hello. And hello to you too, my lovely little skeleton friend. You got nothing to me. You at least have a bone meal. I can guess I can pick it up. There's even a trap chest. Restore endurance. This has a few gold pieces. And then a few more wooden chests that we can look through. Oh. This is like the shield that we have bought. It has actually a spell, Summon Ancestral Coast. But otherwise it's exactly the same that we have. Which one would I rather want to keep? No. I think this would be otherwise more logical, but as such we could maybe get enchantment onto this ourselves. Maybe. Then I would need something to open these chests. If I wish, of course it's not like I have to do it, but I would prefer to be able to do it. Traps disarmed. Lockpick failed. But maybe someday I shall succeed in it. Yay. Lockpick failed. Lockpick used up. Journeyman then. Maybe we'll open it with the Journeyman lockpick. Yay. We actually succeeded. Took a while though, but in the end we managed to do it. Oh, some gold. I guess I'll take it. I'm sure the owner of this place doesn't mind me going and taking some of these things. What's this? Ledric dagger. Probably pretty nice looking. The Shining Cuirass. Don't really need. Diamond? Sure. Emerald? Sure. Ruby? Sure. Ledric dagger looks nice. And I take it. Why do I take it? It's a good question, but I still took it. Take it or leave it. What about this closet? It has an axe. Oh yeah, and I should again try to actually use this mace. If there is any more rats that I could kill mayhap. Or something along those lines. But I think that was all that there was to this place. As unfortunate as it may be. That was all. And then we can just go back to pieces. And yes, loot is loot, definitely. But is loot something that you should be picking up? That's a good question. Let's just recall ourselves back. If I can actually succeed with that. Let's go and sleep then, I guess, here, because we may do so freely. So let's do that. Let's go into a nice bed here. Sure. Sure, there's a rat corpse, but who cares? There may be a rat corpse. Yay. Managed to do it, finally. Okay, so we are here. However, then the question is, of course I could go and at least take this quest first. To the quest that I actually managed to do, I mean. To the person that gave us the quest. And after that we could go and still travel to the Telfur, was it? Something like that, or was it Telfos? Not sure. Well, which was the place that I was thinking about going? Or what was the place's name? I guess we can actually see them in the map now, considering he gave us some information. Not sure though. Telmora is there. Telvos. Telvos is probably the place I needed to go into. Yes. So I think that is going to be the destination, and maybe then I will even go and visit in the Schnuleft ruins. Considering there should be at least one of those books that one guy asked for. And besides, anywhere, I love Turma ruins. But of course, it's the question if I'm gonna be able to soon do enough quests for the house Telvanni. We'll see. I think if I can actually travel all the way to Telvos at some point, that will probably be when the stream is gonna be ending. But of course, considering all the distractions in the way when we are traveling that directions, I'm not sure how soon that will actually happen, and all that. So maybe I'll manage to do it in this video, maybe I won't. We'll see. We shall see. Of course, there would be also the possibility of going and stopping the rebellion in one of the mines for that one mouth, but don't remember otherwise that well. Also, where you can try to, I don't know if that was deeper voice that I did at the time, but there was an orc voice that I did try to do. I have a few videos about the Shadowrun on my YouTube account, by the way. The last video in there, there's a voice that I do for the dwarf that is, as I would describe it, insane scientist voice. And then there was also an orc visiting, and I tried to do a really deep voice for that orc. So yeah, that might be my deepest voice that I was able to do at least then. The deep voice was nice. Well, thanks. It's a 10-minute walk to Telvos, so we'll get there in about 5 hours, pretty much. That's most likely going to be the case. Hello, yes, 3 questions. Happiness. So you've spoken with him, and what did he say? Well, no matter. I did not believe you could convince him to answer all the questions. But Archmagister Gottrin will quite be interested to know that Balades is alive and well. So the questions didn't matter that much, but the fact that he was alive and well was more of an interest for him. So Archmagister Gottrin is my patron, yes. Well, you know that he is alive and well. Do you have more chores for me? Actually, I learned of the location of the ruins of Schnuleft already too. I was going to be going there anyway, so this is kind of perfect quest for me, I guess. Has learned of the location of the Truma ruins of Schnuleft. Yes. The Truma ruins lies west of the town of Voss. Yes, I noticed. Apparently these ruins are what Archmagister Kotren wanted Ainat Sanapasi to look for. Archmagister Kotren wants some plans for or blueprints for Schnuleft. Find these plans and return them to me. Well, that's perfect. That is a perfect. Okay, so we shall be trying to do that then. Probably no advancements. Yay! Yes, we find you worthy of a lawman. Woohoo! I cannot advance you to mount. You must find a patron in House Telvanni is the next one that I would need to do, so that I could actually be more than just a lawman. Let's see. Is there any description about the fact what I am? But I am a lawman. Willpower 30, intelligence 30 required. My favorite skills. Need 1 skill at 40 and need 2 skills at 10. Of these 4 advancements more. Destruction is the one that is high enough for sure, but I do need to be concentrating in trying to get some more of these up, because alteration I also have quite high. But then there's mysticism, conjuration, illusion, and enchant. Enchant is 21. Also would be kind of something I should try to get up, because restoration is not even part of those. So I guess enchant might be the one that I am best at trying to get up, or mysticism maybe. Conjuration definitely not. I checked out your very first Let's Play the other day, by the way. It's been pretty much exactly 5 years of videos now. Yep, very soon. I was thinking of that I need to do the 5-year video. I was considering also doing a video about asking like what might be the role-playing game that people might want to see as a Let's Play the most. Maybe give some options, like maybe the Witcher series, for example, or some such. Might try to go and work on something like that, or what strategy games exactly. It's kind of a problem that I have so many games I would like to play, and then I'm thinking, I would like to play this. Well, I would like to play this too. Well, I would also like to play this thing. And then I don't know what to choose or pick at all, to be honest. There's too many games. Way too many games. I even would like to go and just play Heroes of the Might and Magic 3 again, because it's been a long time since I played it. And it is one of my favorite games nonetheless, even if... Well, yeah. It's one of those games that I probably spent the most time with. There's too many games. Way too many games. But okay, I need to find a mount. I think I have an idea where to ask for such a thing of finding actually a patron. Yes, let's go for the ship. Maybe not that way, the best way to try to go for a ship, but... did you like, by the way, the first video game? It was, what was the name? Tales of the Fairfuls, but what was the start of that thing? Start of the name? Sangfroid. Sangfroid Tales of Fairfuls is the first series that I did. Quite a long time ago. Probably just watched it a little bit, not watched it completely. Yes, Sangfroid. But sometimes it's just a question, like trying to think what was the exact name, and then trying to think about it, and it doesn't come immediately in the mind. By the way, I will say this better than on Sunday stream when we actually go and play some Okami. But it was funny. I started Okami. I went around basically to the area that I thought that I would check first, and I found immediately the freaking tree that I was looking for ages last time. And I found it immediately then. I like played maybe 2 minutes less time and I found it. But at the time when I was looking for it last time around, nope, not able to find it ever. The stupid tree. Anyways. And yep, basic thing happens. Well, hello there. Destinations. Travel to... what was the name? Delmora is here, yes, we can go there soon, but Telfur first. Which of course is very close, but... Oh, you can actually take me to Telfur. I guess I need to go there otherwise then. Other times, other ways. But yeah, I'll show you where it is then next time. Certainly. I promise to bake cookies for anyone who votes for Witcher if you put that vote up. If I put that vote up. Sorry, Kidek, gotta try to bribe your audience. Oh, okay. Well, I know you wanted me to play Witcher for a long time, so I guess I'm not surprised. Saten Tenho, friend of mine. Or was it the Ahdrun where I wanted to go, maybe? But, well, that is quite a bribing system you have going on there. quite a private system. I don't know how anyone can really say no to that. By the way, you had a magnificent accent back when you were playing Sangfroid. Yeah, probably it did change from that time on where you began making videos in general. Yeah, probably was a lot stronger accent than first, for sure. Most certainly. It has changed from it. After that, I started to play more. So, well, I did play with some people outside of Finland already before that, but of course I all the time have played and interacted with more people outside of Finland, so of course it will affect things. Was this the place I wanted to go? Was this exactly not the place I wanted to go? Probably not actually the place I wanted to go. I'm not sure anymore. It gets confusing where everything starts with Tel. I guess I should be going and listening again into the very first one. I wonder if it was the same way anymore with the... Say, what's the name? I think this was the wrong place. I came to the place that the one woman lived in. Yeah, I did. I don't want to be here. I don't have any more new clothes after all. Which would be cool. I'm not sure how I'd categorize the chains. Maybe equipment changes and setting play apart. Yeah, that's true too. Partially at least. Partially for sure. I do have a lot better microphone now for sure, after all. For example. Del Ahrun Underground, but yeah, I didn't need to be here. It was the Delfur, like I was going that way and then I was thinking maybe it was this place actually that I needed to come into. I'm trying to go to the place where there's actually the guy that cured us from our disease, as in corpus disease, yes. That's, I guess, the best way to say that. I should probably speed my travel, to be honest, in this case, especially when it's even dark anyway, so it's not like I see that much. Anyways, where's my boots? Oh, the blinding of the speed. But yeah, there's so many games I would like to play. Like, on the other hand, the Coast of a Tale that I played a little bit earlier is also now released, and I would love to play that too, or... Where's my boots? There it is. Completely like not able to find it, even though I was trying very much to try to find it. Nope. Just traveling across the waters. How far is it supposed to be? Quite a far yet, still. Casting the spell failed, but no more. Yeah. It's just a strange thing to be running like this. Well, we're going the right way now, I think. Have you considered what to play after Okami, since it's more likely you'll finish it before Morrowind? I have considered quite a few options, yes. But I haven't quite decided. I think it should be quite different though. We can definitely hear what is trying to attack us. Yeah, not like anyone could finish Morrowind completely anyways, yes. Very much. Very, very true. Well, we're basically here. Like, completely here. But, then I need my other boots back on. But yes, I have definitely considered. I have very much considered it. I'm not sure... actually, I would need to also rest, wouldn't I? Hello. It's kind of strange that you got stuck there for a bit. Or did I really leave you hanging, so to speak? One more reason why it's a cliffhanger now. I left it hanging. But yeah, there's options. I was also considering that one option would be that I would play something like maybe a little bit... what's the name of them now? What's the company that... Telltale Games, yes. I could play maybe Game of Thrones Telltale Games, or maybe the Batman Telltale Games mayhap, or some Telltale Games, a little bit different type of a game thing. Because I don't feel that I need to do all those Telltale Games after all in YouTube. I wanted to play back in the day the... Walking Deads, plus then especially the Wolf Among Us in YouTube, but I wouldn't have to do all of them. So... yeah. I fell. Saddening, but sometimes I'm just trying to think, what is it that I'm trying to say? How do I say this while still playing the game and actually going forward? Which is quite not that easy sometimes to do, I'd say. To do both at the same time. Do you guys find it always easy to try to talk things forward and still play the game? And of course it is sometimes the case that I just stop sometimes for a moment and just like think, I'm just gonna be standing here for a moment to think what I am actually trying to say. But anyways. Nope, nope. Never. Never ever. So you guys don't struggle with it ever? You will always just shine through? Okay, Hall of Fur. It's hard. Yes, it is quite hard. Okay. Well, I guess I should wait 1 hour to get our fatigue back. Yeah, problem focusing on one thing at a time. Yeah. Okay, levitation. I wish to get up here. Where are the... You are there, you strange lord of this place. Hello, you. Divetur. Hello, Felancerati. How are you doing? Yes, the potion doesn't work for all those others, yes. Would you... Actually, I can't ask for advancements from you. Fine enough. I was thinking that maybe you would have had something to do with that, but maybe it's later, maybe it's now. Or never. Or maybe it's from some other place, completely. Well, whatever then. It wasn't actually something that you could help me with. I really wish that you could, but nope. No help for me. Never any help. At least I can recall myself easily back here, and then we can just go back outside. That guy asked way too many questions. Me? Are you talking about me? I was asking way too many questions from you. I didn't think I was asking that many questions. At least from you. Maybe some others. Or overall in this game, sure, I ask a lot of questions, but I'm pretty sure I haven't asked a lot of questions from you. Or am I thinking this too much? I don't know anymore. We are getting pretty good at jumping, to be honest, too. Like, being able to jump all the way there like that. I don't think everyone would be able to do it. We aren't masters in jumping or acrobatics for sure, but we're not that bad at it. We're not that bad anymore. Give me a flower. On a fresh viper even. Well, let's go to the Telvanni, and then I would have to try to figure out exactly how to go forward with these advancements, considering not everyone can just advance at us anymore. We would have to find a patron. And I don't actually recall how did we do that exactly. Where could we find the patron exactly? Not sure anymore. I don't recall. Which is quite unfortunate. So, what games would you like to see? First and foremost. There's plenty of questions or possibilities that I could do in streaming as well after Okami in the Sunday spot, but I'm not certain what it should be. in Morrowind spot is also a lot of possibilities, but of course Morrowind is not even close to finishing it yet, finished yet. Nor is Okami, to be honest, but Okami is definitely going to be finished before Morrowind is. Like, Morrowind takes forever. Morrowind is almost like a project forever. Well, hopefully not forever, but you know, it takes a while. Telmora anyways. Let's go and visit in Telmora. Telmorastus. Hello. Ah, lovely. Telmora. I don't think I have anything in that special type of a news, but thank you for the hello and welcome and everything. Thank you kindly. I don't remember Telmora, to be honest. I don't remember how this architecture worked at all. So, there's a game on stream called Reading Simulator, which is just walking around the library picking up books and reading public domain stuff. Yes, I think that could be a fitting game for me, to be honest. I think that could be a fitting game. Some Telltale game would be nice. They're nice and compact. It's like Kid and Morrowind without the stabbing. Yeah. Do you mind so much that I read the books? I would love to do the Prince of Persia for stream in Sotentenho, but I wasn't able to see how I could get it not being full screen, which is a problem. So I would have to have the secondary screen set up then, for sure, before I could even remotely go and stream Prince of Persia. Because I wasn't able to have it in windowed mode. Like, I struggled with Morrowind too, but at least finally I got Morrowind in the windowed mode, but I don't see how I can get that Prince of Persia game into windowed mode. You don't mind at all. It's all the stabbing that bothers me. Oh, well, why do you follow me or watch me then? I think I do a lot of stabbing, especially when I'm a Finnish person with a knife and all. So, I think you're following the wrong person, Chim Chim. Just saying. There's a lot of stabbing going to be involved here. And yeah, it's very sad that I was thinking about the Prince of Persia and I tried to set it up, but I don't see how I can do it yet when I can't have it in windowed mode, even though I would love. Did you mention what, Jim Jim? What have you thought about mentioning? Delmora Christie's house. Hello, Christie. Oh, thank you. I don't believe I've seen Dark Elf, which is a grand outfit in some time. Can I help you? Nothing. I'm surprised that you say that.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
I would like to actually see what books you have here. The Black Arrow, Volume 1 and 2. Why must you have these here? I read one Black Arrow volume before. I liked the story. The problem is that I don't remember what it was. What Black Arrow book was it? It was probably the first one. I don't know. It's a good question. Emotes not displayed, I mean. I don't know, actually. I guess they don't display in the... You mean in the actual recording? Of course, I can see them easily in the chat. All the emotes. But I don't know, maybe they don't then display there. Yeah, I haven't read this one, but I had read the one before. But these are kind of the type of books that are bad to read one at a time, because then you don't recall at all what happened in the previous book, which is the problem. Do you guys remember anything about the Black Arrow book that I read a long time ago? Or not? I remember something about it. Not really. That's what I was thinking, that I don't remember well enough this either. I remember some books better. Like, who could exactly forget everything about Barencia story? But, was it the one with the slave? It might have been. This was quite of a long time ago that we read this though then. Trying to look. What can I find here? You're engaged. Very undeemable. Wait and vote. How will you know when you're good enough of archer? I asked. She didn't answer, and when I turned, I realized that she had disappeared. Join as an acrobat or an archer, but I remember that it was indeed about archery and all that, considering we even learned archery or marksman from this, but I don't remember really anything about it otherwise, which is kind of a problem. I should read those at some point, maybe both of them at once again, even though I read the first book before, but it's kind of the annoyance when you have to be able to find all of the books to be able to find, then read them. Wonder what these exact shops are supposed to be. That is just a weird, almost like an orc. Well, I guess it just means a person, but that's in sense is the handshake. It's definitely, they have quite a few pictures here telling like what kind of a shop you are coming into. So what is this place? Okay, this is Clothier. Do you get it? Clothier. I don't really see how this is exactly a Clothier, but apparently it is. Angry man and shaking hands. And Clothier is the angry man one, which to me makes a lot of sense. It does make people angry to go and buy all the clothes always, try to find one. This one that is the perfect clothing, I guess. Exquisite amulet. That is a pretty nice looking amulet though. And then I wanna buy it. No, I shouldn't buy it. I'm being silly. Sure, of course this could be good for the idea that you could enchant them in a way that you would like and all that, but the one thing that I could consider buying from here would be the expensive or exquisite shoes. Probably the exquisite shoes. Mayhap. I don't know. Sure. And she's not even a man, I've been lied to. Yes, she's definitely not a man.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
I bought already the boots. Are you so... It's just like, for a second that you stay in my shop and you don't buy something, you are breaking the law or something. When even I already bought shoes from you, it's not like I was just loitering in your shop and didn't get anything. The Covenant. The Covenant. I'm not exactly sure what is the Covenant. So what is this place, Natessa? Telmora isn't exactly the pilgrimage routes, Outlander. What do you want here? I didn't think that I was coming for a pilgrimage.
This better be important, Dunmer.
Well, I'm kind of wondering what is this place. Is this like a tavern or something? This is a nice little bed area. What about in here then? I guess this is a tavern. So many sounds even though... Yu-Yu! There's another Yu-Yu. There's so many Yu-Yus. Always so many Yu-Yus. Hello. Barter. A little bit. Moonsucker. So many moonsukers you got here. Not like I need all of those moonsukers, but still.
Hurry this up, will you?
Let's have a look. Don't see really anything out downstairs, I'd say. Don't see much here either. Other than moonsugar. It's kind of surprising that they have all this moonsugar around here. The pilgrim's
Hurry this
bath.
up, will you?
Why is there a pilgrim's bath here? When the one guy even said that this isn't really the pilgrim's like area. Vanha kunnon vanha. I'm not exactly sure what you're looking with this, Tajunta. But, yeah. Alrighty then. Vanha kunnon vanha. Is that already Telvos? Maybe. I guess I should be really heading there considering it is actually the place I should go into. What walk in? Thank you kindly. And yes, Yuyu. Ah, yeah. Vanha kunnon vanha Yuyu. Yes, absolutely. Always the Yuyu is everywhere, as we can easily have seen and noticed and everything. But yes, Telvos was the place that I needed to bring the cure of blight potions. And I should have them now. Let's do it before I forget to do it. And then I leave those potions because I think, what the hell am I doing with these things? And the right answer is really that I'm doing nothing with them. And now I'm feeling that I need to go a little bit back so I could try to take a nice screenshot. Because I think this looks pretty nice. Like this. Sun shining from there and the lovely shapes of Telvos. And everything. Telvanni don't care about laws, they'll just use Munsugar for cooking, so it does seem indeed. Ah. Okay, you're heading off. Best for the weekend, enjoy the weather. Thank you, Jim, to you as well. And yeah, good night and sweet dreams, Jim. See you hopefully on Sunday then. And bye-bye for now. And bye-bye for now. Let's just climb up all the stairs. Mosvara Trade House entrance, which is locked. They don't want company. Ouch. It hurt. It hurt me. Just a teeny tiny bit. I wonder what that structure is. I guess I will go there soon. What about this then? The trade house. Okay. I don't think this is the place I needed to come into. But I can sell something here at least. Hello. Beer and pets. Well, that's good to know that I could come to here also to rest if I wanted to. But, well, I don't know. Do you have something that I really would like to get? Not really, necessarily. Well, I guess I could get the resin because it's at least to restore health. Sure. Give me that resin.
I help you?
And let me go. That would help me. Thank you. Able to just jump. Jump over everyone. Is this a lock? No, that's also an entrance to this place. Is this the bed area? Storage. Interesting. What about here? There's someone already here. Smoky Mort. That's an interesting name and an interesting looking person. Pleased to meet you, Felinsoretti. I'm Smoky Mort, and this is Voss Village, Telvos Tower. That's over to the west. Can I help you? Don't have many services here, I'm afraid. Well, what can you tell me about Voss? Voss is an old Velotivar village in the Gracelands. Dummer have farmed here for centuries. Life's never been easy, and the Ashlanders have always raided and stolen our wick, wheat, and marshmallow. But our new Telvanni mage lord Master Arion of Telvos protects us from the Ashlanders, and he's grown us a fine new trade house and docks. Telvos is a Master Arion's wizard tower. It's very strange. You have to see it to understand. Master Arion isn't afraid to try new things. Interesting enough, it is in this different looking place than most others. Can you tell me about Neravarin? Word has gotten around about you and the prophecies. Most people think it's just a harmless superstition. Not worth getting upset over. The temple feels otherwise, of course, yes. Very. Your fame rating in the world of Morrowind, 12. Not that bad anymore. Or good. I would like to be able to get here. Of course, the question is, am I gonna get out of here? But and now I wanna get out of here. Always the same problems. Get in, get out. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Why? I don't know if I can get out. I could. But it doesn't exactly solve things because I still need to get past this guy. Levitation would of course be a solution. But I so wish that there was something that I could say like a yell, but okay, I was able to get out of there. The storage. What's in the storage? There's a rat. No one told me that there would be rats in the storage. A rat isn't a very good hunt to actually like make sure that nothing gets stolen. Anyways, the shipping notice. This note details shipments of standard supplies such as drinks, foods, and furniture to the Vara Trade House. One entry that catches your eye is for 3 crates of cheese that arrived earlier this week. Why does it catch my eye? Do I love cheese? Took care of the rat problem. Very much so. Well, it explains the rat, of course, that there would be cheese. Seems that the cheese has been pretty much eaten, I think, by that rat. All 3 crates are destroyed. All the others have just bottles and a sauce. Nothing worthwhile. But I think they've lost their cheese. What unfortunate circumstances they are met at. Well, to be honest, I would prefer to then unlock this when we happen to be here. I do wonder about that too. Would this be for a quest? It's a very good question when there's something like this. Or just explanation for the rat. That's a good question. It's a very, very good question. Master's lockpick can try to at least open this. But of course it's not like I have a huge amount of these Master's lockpicks. I don't know if I can get this open with this one. I do have a spell, of course, that I could use, but... Aww. Not gonna open. Hey, last use opened it. That's good. One Master lockpick's completely used to open this too, but hey, they are open. But yes, that's an excellent question. Is this just an explanation for the rat? Or is it more? I would think that those chests would be able to contain more than just 55 gold in one of them and all that, but... It's a good question. But cheese is important. Cheese is a very important factor in our lives. I took care of your problem with the rat. I don't know if you want to know that, but I did do that regardless. No matter if you would like it or not. Oof, that's a lovely, lovely sky, isn't it? Such a lovely looking starry sky above our heads. Very shadowy moons. Well, anyways, if this is the tower, it is indeed a very much different in design, if we might say so. A very different design. There's like a actual normal type of building plus a little bit of a growing of these Telvanni roots, so to speak. Both mixed together, not just one. Strange. Strange looking place. Trillion Trollon farmhouse. Okay. And farmhouse? Farmhouse. So many farmhouses here. What about this? Chapel. Chapel? What do they have a chapel here for, exactly? Hello?
Speak, traveler.
And I just put that up. Let me welcome you to Voss, Felenzarti. I'm Yakin Bale, Master Arion is our patron. Bless his soul, I'd be happy to help you find your way around. Yes, tell me about Voss. Voss is an old, wealthy farm village in the Gracelands. Dummer have farmed here for centuries. Life's never been easy. Yes, but Master Arion is helping you. I don't really know. You don't really help me, but it's a very strange thing.
What's this about, Dunmer?
These buildings like this, and then just having all these roots grow up into here. And yeah, let your mace do the speaking. It was like, I was meaning to just speak to you, but then I get my mace up. I've always liked this place, but not like trying to find my way in. Not like trying to find my way into the actual tower. Yeah, I was thinking about the fact that I don't know where this tower is supposed to be exactly. Felizareth, you claim to be the Neravarine. You defy temple doctrine. The author of the watch calls you an agent of the Emperor and an outlaw. You belong to the temple, so we owe you courtesy and a warning. But others may not be so polite and may choose weapons instead of speech. But yeah, we already got basically this idea here that we have claimed to be the Neravarine. Everyone already knows it anyways, even though I didn't go forward with it. But I guess it's just because we happen to already have the ring. I assume that's the reason. You're the one they call the Neravarine. You are a heretic, and all who support you are heretics. You may think Imperial law protects heretics, and you may be right. But some of the temple faithful care little of Imperial law. So yay. But she did give me a courtesy of telling me that because we belong to the temple anyway still. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna be finding this freaking... But yeah, this is an interesting place, definitely. But I don't know if I'll have an easy time trying to find my way into this tower. Which may be a little bit of a problem. Because these are all just farmhouses, whatever. Maybe they are warm farmhouses. I don't know. Telvos should be still more that way, I guess. It's not here, it's more there somewhere, I guess. Is this the place? Maybe. Maybe this is the place that I need to come? Maybe. I don't know. That looks interesting. It's very light compared to the other. Well, some parts are a lot more lighter looking in these leaves, which is kind of strange. Yes, this is specifically said like this would be the Telvos, I guess. I would like to actually see this. Maybe I should wait for the morning so that we can actually see. Because unfortunately right now I can't see nothing. But yeah, this is an interesting looking place, like an imperial fort, but then having all of this tree growing here nonetheless, like what Telvanni uses. It's very different for sure. Very different. Very much so. It may be that I very much do need my levitation here to try to get where we need to go. Southern Tower. I'm not sure if that helps me that much. Someone sitting here, I guess. Let's just wait a couple of more hours. See a little bit more. Yeah, someone playing here. Okay. Well. How to get anywhere. How to get where we want to be getting? It's a perfectly good question, I'd say. Tower is to the west of the city. I just don't like inside the building for some reason. Maybe it's not as labyrinthian as I remember. Maybe not. West of the city. So yeah. I don't know if it's this place then or if it's more that way. Lovely sunny rays coming from here though. I'd say very much, very lovely looking. I don't know. Is it here? Is it further up somewhere else? But anyways, I guess I could go and try to go into the tower. See where I could try to get. I don't know. I'm not sure about this place. I definitely don't remember this place at least. That's for sure. Oh. What's in here? It's a wooden door. I don't like this. I hate storm atronachis. I don't like you. I know that when you do that, that's gonna hurt. Actually, it didn't hurt that much, but I was just like, I would prefer not to go there even. Okay, yeah, this place started right in before you found the place. Ah, right. Okay, I was thinking that, do you mean somewhere further up? I was thinking that this would seem like probably the place, but... Steel longbow. Steel longbow too. And a storm atronach. Protecting the place. And steel arrows. Wooden door to Telvanni. Okay. Whoever you guys might be, I'm not quite sure. Hello, Susera. Rakotre. You're welcome, Feliceretia. I'm Rakotre. We don't mind visitors here in Telvanni, as long as they're well behaved. Can I help you find your way around? I don't know. I would like to find Master Arion. If you want to speak with him, you must levitate up to the top of the tower and look for a door facing south. Okay, that helps to some degree. Door facing south. Thanks. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get outside of here, a little bit higher up. Decorative plates. Well, I guess I might as well use... Well, actually, I might as well go further up, I'd say. If there would be actually anything in here. There's nothing. There's not even a door outside. That's weird. Why can't there be a door outside? Wouldn't it be logical that there would be a door then outside so that you could levitate from there? I'm getting confused. Okay. There was a door here. To Telvanni. Alrighty. Okay. And then there's the other tower here, but it's... I don't know even if it's in the tower. I probably need to levitate just up. But let's just go and go to the central tower, I guess, for now. And try to look through in here. Well, hey, there's one Steam Centurion. Nice pictures. Streamer Scarab schematics. That's really sweet. I would love to have that. Tumor Scarab schematics. Looks sweet. I think I would like to have that on my wall. Why can't I have it? You can look, but don't touch. Yes, it's all dwarf make, and it belongs to Master Arion. We keep your hands to yourself.
May I help you?
Fine. He also collects all the Trumer gear.
Dirt everywhere.
Yes, there's dirt. Why don't you clean then if it's all dirt? I love this. I want this. I guess I gotta just find my own Trumer Scarab plants and the like. Ah, there's more plants. I don't care about the tubes or sus, but I love these plants. Trumer airship plant. That looks sweet. I want that. Anomedium plants. I would love to have that too. I want all the plants. Probably need to come here then sometime and try to steal these. Somehow. I'm just planning to already come and try to steal everything. Smoke Skin Killer.
Be well,
Smoke
traveler.
Skin Killer. Interesting name you have. Welcome to Telvanni's Feliceretti. I'm a Smoke Skin Killer. Master Arion is our patron mage lord and a Telvanni counselor. As you can see, Telvanni is a mixture of the old Telvanni and the new imperial styles. Just like our Master Arion. Can I help you find someone in particular? Well, Master Arion would be the one that I would want to find, and yeah, you have no more to tell. as Telvanni pays little attention to the religious doctrine of prophecies and other superstitions for that matter. Call yourself the Neravarin. We don't care. Good. Good. I may call myself whatever I wish. Whatever I want. And they don't mind. Hello? Rimintil. You are very much in tumor armor. We don't mind visitors, yes. And you probably say the same about the Neravarin. We don't care.
You want something?
Not that much. Hey, there's a key. Key to the Imperial Museum jail. That sounds interesting. Hey, you're someone. Imperial. Who's there? I know. Maybe there would be some reason for a quest to try to be getting you out of there, but I don't know that. Why are all these plates here too? He has a very interesting style, this fellow. I do have to say that. Very interesting style. All these decorative areas. Very much stylized. All the silverware here and Frontier Conquest. Have I read that? Not that one. Frontier Conquest. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Frontier Conquest. Vampires of Vaudeville number 2. I wonder which ones I had read. Special Flora of Tamriel. The Ruins at Trandedra. Plesia Laura. Lessons of Vivek. Oh, god damn it. So Lessons of Vivek that I haven't read. I have to read it then. Otherwise, I never will know if I've read it or not. The 36 Lessons of Vivek, Ceremon 11. I should really write down which sermons I've read. This is Ceremon 11. These were the days of the Restania. The Shimer and Rumor lived under the wise and benevolent rule of the Almsivi and their champion, the Hordator. When the gods of Velot would retreat onto their own to mold the cosmos in the other matters, the Hordator would at times become confused. Vivek would always be there to advise him, and this is the first of the 3 lessons of ruling kings. The waking world is the amnesia of dream. All motives can be mortally wounded. Once slain, teams turn into the structure of future nostalgia. Do not abuse your power or they will lead you astray. They will leave you like rebellious daughters. They will lose their virtue. They will become lost and resentful and finally become pregnant with the seed of folly. Soon you will be the grandparent of a broken state. You will be mocked. It will fall apart like a stone that recalls that it is still really water. Give nothing in your house that is neither needed or beautiful. Ordeals you should face unimpeded by the world of restriction. The splendor of the stars is Aeon's domain. The selfishness of the sea is Seth's. I rule the middle air. All else is earth and under your temporal command. There is no bone that cannot be broken, except for the heart bone. You will see it twice in your lifetimes. Take what you can the first time and let us do the rest. There is no true symbolism of the center. The Shamat will believe there is. He will feel that he can cause years of exuberance from sitting in the sacred, when really no one can leave that state and cause anything more but strife. There is once more the case of the symbolic and barren. The true prince that is cursed and demonized will be adored at last with full hearts. According to the gods of Mephala, there can be no official art. Only vexation points of complexity that will erase from the awe of the people given enough time. This is a secret that hides another, and impersonal survival is not the way of the ruling king. Embrace the art of the people and marry it, and by that I mean secretly have it murdered. That makes no sense to me. Embrace the art of the people and marry it. And by that I mean secretly have it murdered. Right. The ruling king that sees in another his equivalent rules nothing. The secret of weapons is this. They are the mercy seat. The secret of language is this: it is immobile. The ruling king is armored head to toe in brilliant flame. He is redeemed by each act he undertakes. His death is only a diagram back to the waking world. He sleeps the second way. The Sharmat is his double, and therefore you wonder if you rule nothing. Hordador and Sharmat, 1 and 1, 11, an inelegant number. Which of the ones is the more important? Could you ever tell if they switch places? I can, and that is why you will need me. According to the codes of Mephala, there is no difference between the terrorist and the terrorist. Too much philosophy. Yeah, there definitely is philosophy here. And things that I do not agree with. There is no difference between the terrorist and the terrorist. I do not agree with that. Terrorist is very different from a terrorist. Oh, tired little me. Good morning, people. Good morning, 472. How are you so tired? Did you fall asleep in the middle of this? Am I so boring? When you didn't comment for a while, or is this putting you to sleep? This might very well be putting you to sleep, at least. Even the most cherished desire disappears in their hands. This is why Mephala has black hands. Bring both of yours to every argument. The one-handed king finds no remedy. When you approach God, however, cut both of them off. God has no need of theory, and he is armored head to toe in terror. Terror. The end of the word is almsivi. Okay, let's continue on our search for this guy. Try to just find the person that we are looking for. I think we can go up from here. Like, this is the place we entered, but does this take us more up? I don't know why it's the full day today. That's a shame then. Sorry to hear. Sorry to hear. So weird. And yeah, you gave me the rest and I fell asleep. And yeah, you gave me the rest and I fell asleep. Well, I guess that's good that you were able to sleep for a bit. What this take us to Telvanni, which at least I would think that here in the tower top I would be able to see pretty well. Where would I need to go exactly here? Mayhap. So it was a door facing south. What the hell? I've slept for an hour. I was thinking that you were talking so much and then all of a sudden you were all silent. I was thinking that maybe I offended you somehow and then you've gone away, or I was boring you or some sus. But, well, I guess it's kind of true. I bored you enough, so to speak, for you to fall asleep. Or maybe it was just so nice to hear just a voice and just go into a peaceful slumber for a moment, rest for a bit. So, I don't know, but I guess it's good you were able to rest for a little bit. So, that's good. Okay, let's try to figure out where we exactly want to go. But yes, I'm in Telvanni at the moment. What was I exactly doing when you fell asleep? Was I reading all the books? Maybe. Was I reading books at the time? 472? 472? Huh? Poor Telvanni is... Wow, you are cute. Well, thank you very kindly. So, south facing door is that away. And away. That away. Okay, there should be a door facing that way. Okay, somewhere in here. Not quite sure where. I don't have enough magicka to cast the spell. Yeah, I was betting you fell asleep in my mind. Nah, you just stopped reading them. I don't know anymore. I just stopped reading them and then you fell asleep because you were, you just heard... Well, maybe it's just I got you tired with all the reading and that's why you fell asleep, nonetheless, just after the full reading sequence. But at least suddenly I was also thinking you probably also just fell asleep. Maybe Tayuta is also asleep now when he hasn't written for a moment. I don't know anymore. Maybe everyone just who doesn't write for a moment and has been writing before, maybe just they all just fall asleep. Possibly. It's very much possibility anyways. Who knows? I don't know anymore. Maybe, it may not be. I do have those potions, right? For levitation though. I don't have to just... Yeah, I have at least Rising Force potion here. Facing south. The question is, where would that be? Would it be this place? Maybe. Maybe it would be as simple as this spot where actually it would be, though this would be kind of like not necessarily requiring anything. This is barracks and armor. This isn't what I'm looking for. I'm sure. Your headset also died at some point. That's unfortunate then. Sorry to hear that your headset did die though. I know. Yep. Trying to get all the way up here for sure at least. At least I get even better vision from all the way on top here. I was just afraid that my potion of levitation would fail me anyway soon. That looks pretty sweet from there. I wonder how this would look from here, from in the... like a sunset and such. Did fall asleep for a while, had to wake up early today. See, I knew it. Taida was also sleeping for a while. It's fine, it happens all the time, okay. So people, what did I missed? Well, what did you exactly miss? More reading at least. Then I bought expensive boots. I was thinking about even buying more things. I am now in I traveled from Telmora into Telvos. I'm trying to find where the actual guy here is, the mouth. I'm not exactly sure where he is, to be honest. South facing door. I kind of would think that it would be somewhere around this construction here, but if it's south facing door, it should be facing that way. So actually it should be on the north side that. If it's a south facing door. So it faces that way, but it shouldn't be on this side. It should be indeed in that side. Like, or actually in the north side. Try to look if there's a door in that boat. I don't know. I said I did not like navigating. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that I feel that it's probably this place where it's supposed to be, because it's the most Telvanni looking place. These towers don't fit the description. And as said, it's not supposed to be on this side. It's supposed to be facing that side. So it's probably on the other side of this construction, to be honest. Let's save before that though. And I'm thinking that I might wait nonetheless. I would like to see how this place would look when there would be sunset. There's the Snulet ruins too. That's pretty sweet to be able to see them from here. It's unfortunate that I'm not gonna be able to actually sleep here though. But I kinda just wanna see how this would be looking. Ah, lovely. Doesn't it look pretty? Here on the top of the place. I think it looks pretty nice. A little bit of a tumor ruins there. One high peak of a mountain. Sun there at the distance. Could be looking even nicer if I could get more of the structure maybe, but it's still pretty nice here on the very top. That's why I just wanted to see it. I just had to see it. I love Morrowind Sky. I do love Morrowind Sky. Well, I do have one more at least, the Rising Force potion, yes. Well, let's use that and try to see if I can find the entrance here. I have a feeling it's here somewhere. Different question exactly at what spot, but somewhere in here. I think it's there. Probably, yes. Yes, I think it's this. Yep, his chambers. Good. Found it. I was thinking that it should be somewhere around here, but as such, this isn't exactly the guy that I'm supposed to actually even bring the full alchemical potions, I'm pretty sure. It does look nice, yes. Hello. Turedus. Isn't exactly that one. Little I'm Turerus Tlanian, chief of Master Arion's mercenary guard. Providing for the prosperity of Telvos and the village of Voss is my trade, and from the look of you, adventuring is your trade. If you are an adventurer, would you be interested in a little work? Well, what kind of work would you be talking about? We've been trying to establish trade links with the sign-up. Master Arian thinks that the shared self-interest will make the sign-up more careful about offending Telvos. But dealings with the sign-up is tricky, require knowledge of the Ashlanders, a silver tongue, and sharp witch. I'll pay you 100 drakes to visit the sign-up camp and find out what goods the tribe would be interested in trading for. Will you take the job? Yeah, sure. Easily. I can do that easily. Good. When you're determined to trade goods wanted by the sign-up, report back to me. Sure. I'll do that. I can easily do that. He's got chameleon eyes. What do chameleon eyes look like? Oh, it's kind of strange, yes. Isn't it? When he closes his eyes, I mean. Show me. Show me your closed eyes, Turerius Talanias. Yeah, especially this eye almost looks like it's still open even though he closes it. Well, it doesn't just almost look, it looks like that. It's a very strange eye. Yes, now that you said that. Sure, I'll move along. Yeah, that's a strange eye. I gotta give it to him that he has a very strange looking eye there. Hopefully I don't have to levitate more. No, it doesn't seem like it. Notes by Arion. This paper is filled with the cryptic notes taken by Master Arion while reading Nasta Quata Quakis. Yay, great. That's perfect. That horrible pook of all the ridiculousness. The eyes were looking in different directions a moment ago. Okay, well that too then is great. Hello, Arion. Yes, Valencerati, I've heard you may want to be the Telvanni Hortator. Yes, that's something that I would try to be looking for doing as well. A Hortator is a special champion and war leader chosen to lead a great house in war. Why do you ask? Ask how a Hortator is chosen. The Telvanni councillors would have to vote, and the vote would have to be unanimous. Well, I guess I might as well ask. Tell your story and ask to be confirmed as a Hortatore. Yes, I understand. You are willing to take a responsibility, and I am willing to vote for you as Hortator. I think most of the other Telvanni councillors will also cooperate, though some might need a little persuading. Master Nelot is ill-tempered, Mr. Trot doesn't like men, and Mr. Serana is losing her mind. Archmaster Gotren is another problem. He will not refuse you directly, but will delay indefinitely. I recommend that you kill Archmaster Gotren. Well, hey, that sounds great. I just need to kill one person and all that, but at least he was very easy to ask to just say that we are Hortator. Mr. Strata will also be an issue, given your ties with the Imperial Mages Guild. Yes, they may seem less directly concerned, but you will still need the votes of the mainline Telvanni councillors. Mr. Svaruna and Master Mitras are not often involved in political matters. Master Viren habitually takes issues with the temple. Mr. Seldala is new to council, which makes her less predictable. Archmaster Charles is known to be in the Mundus, so you will have to speak to his mouth. Right, great. She has not aged well and become more eccentric every year. Her tower is in Del Pranora, which on Azura goes far to the southeast. Yes, you don't say. She was the one who killed the Kashid because wearing the clothes and all that, too. Mr. Strata is the oldest living Telvanni councillor and is sustained by the necromantic arch. She dislikes men of all races, though I do not know why. You may find her in her tower in Tel Mora. Okay, she is in the Tel Mora, very close by. Master Nelot. He lives in Tel Naka, the tower in Satret Mora. He has a short temper, but he will listen to reason if you are persuasive enough. Do not expect him to be polite. What about the as Magister Gotren? As Archmagister Gotren never directly refuses requests. He just delays indefinitely, never giving an answer. I don't know of any solution other than killing Gotren. I tell you plainly, I stand to gain if Archmagister Gotren dies. I say this, so you won't think I'm trying to trick you. My advice is still good. Gotren won't name you Hordator, but he'll never come out and say so. And in House Telvanni it is customary to settle disputes in this matter. Well, that's good to know, that I can just go and kill him. Then, to get what I need. Well, do you have any chores in the Telvanni house anyways? I believe we can arrange the situation to our mutual benefit. I will become your patron and ally in House Telvanni if you convince another potential ally, Baladas Demnevani, to abandon his reclusive ways and join the council. Well, we just visited Baladas Demnevani, so I was thinking that this guy actually might be one of those who might actually be our patron. I don't remember if anyone else was possibly being our patron, but is he saying that we have to convince mainland councillors also? Is this because of mods, or is that just fluff text that I have forgotten? Yeah, I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I don't know. Well, we'll see, I guess. Anyways, at least we are also able to go and actually... Satentenho, you can at least tell me easily, was there someone else who at least... who even could become our patron? But I think this guy actually is one of the more interesting ones to be... agreeing to be working for, considering, or have as our patron. I think he was the one that we should even have in all reality, but I think he's also a good one. He's a very interesting one all the way up here with his very, well, a non-traditional Telvanni house, to be honest. After all, with the imperial structures as well. But yeah, that's not going to be that easy to go and convince Baladas, considering we just met with him, he lives there. I need to probably get him the books that he wishes for. Probably. I believe we can arrange a situation to our mutual benefit. Patron. Yeah, Irene is our patron. I don't remember any others. Yeah, I was thinking that. Well, can you tell me about Baladas? Baladas Demnevani is a reclusive member of the House Telvanni. He lives in Arstrelen, just northwest of Knisis. Well, I will try to do my best to make him join the council. Yes, speak with Baladas Demnevani and convince him to join the council. With his support we can wrest control from the old caution, an unimaginative like Gotren and Nelot. Once you have convinced him, speak with me again and I will sponsor your in-house Telvanni. Alrighty, so we need to go back to Knisis. At least we just met with Baladas, so it's easy to find our way back there, so that's good. Okay, so is there something else I should be asking you? Can you tell me how to become Redoran Hordator? I know little of House Redoran, but I have had dealings with Artin Soretti in the past. Perhaps you should speak with him first. He lives under Scar in Altrun. Okay, and what about Lal Hordator? There are two men you should speak with. Orvas Dren on the Dren Plantation and Carius Curio in Vivek. Crassius Curio. These are something that I think I've never certainly done before, like back when I was playing Morrowind. So I think all of this Hordator business is specifically something that I never did try to do back in the day. Like in the Telvanni house this far, I definitely was, obviously, but I don't think that I've been this far with the main quest. Do you have any recollections of that then, if I would have been this far before in the main quest? Because I don't. It's the funny thing that I'm not even sure if I've been this far or not, because it doesn't seem familiar at all. But I'm thinking that I did want to be going and meeting with these little villages back before, but was it just because I was just thinking that I want to go and meet them? Maybe, I don't know. Anyways. Well, that's definitely something that we need to do ASAP then, so that we can actually go and become be patron, and then we could go and get our own home and house of the Telvanni and everything. So this is mission number 1. Okay, well, we visited here. We would, well, I would not have any idea. No idea, eh? I was thinking that maybe, because you definitely have seen me play this game before too, after all, considering Satenteno is indeed my childhood friend and everything. But it's very difficult to still say that, have you actually seen me play this or not and all that, or know exactly how far I was with the quest. And I don't know if you even remember how far you usually got into this game back in the day. I don't know. But as such, considering there is this, in the Tamriel rebuild, there is now these places, Tel Oren, Tel Aranion, and so on. Maybe these have been added as something that belong into it. Or they are about the Great House Telvanni. Because I had the Great House Telvanni mod or some sus, which allowed us to become, was it even Archmagister of the Telvanni or some sus? Which could be interesting when we get that far, actually. So we can get into a lot higher rank in the House Telvanni because of it than we would otherwise. So maybe that's the reason that there's a lot more places. I don't know. I couldn't say. I could not say. Doesn't seem there's anything that interesting downstairs here. Okay. Nagasta, Gasta, and so on and forth. Well, I still need to find out where was exactly the place so that I don't forget to do it, that is. Where I needed to take the stupid cure, not poison, blight, to Undil, the Telvanni apothecary of Telvos. To Undil. Where would be Undil? Is it in here? Is it here? I don't know. It's somewhere. I didn't need to necessarily come and meet with this guy after all. But as such, it's nice to get that quest as well and everything, so it's good. But I didn't have to come and do this necessarily. So the question is, how do I land safely from here now? I guess it's just a jump. That was jail. Southern Tower. Well, I got into a jail area. I guess that's why there was storm atronach protecting this area. There's not even any light here. Why? Why no light? Well, because maybe everyone isn't supposed to be coming into here and everything. Maybe. But, you know. This was the one. Let's have a look. I don't know what's supposed to be here at the jail. Going to those places will be interesting. We haven't even touched mainland Morrowind in this playthrough, and I have never had mods myself. Yeah, well, it's not like we have not touched Morrowind. We have been especially a lot in the west coast, then a little bit here, but yeah, this area of course is something that we certainly haven't done, and then I haven't been here yet, and then I haven't explored down the region, and then there's the full area here, and so much stuff to explore. So much. Hello. Do you have any prisoners here? Seem to have some prisoners. Hello, you. Goler Andretti. You are just someone that is guarding, I guess. Yeah, you said mainland Morrowind. I know. I know. Hey, Sharaimo, what do you want? Nothing really, I just trying to look if there's any interesting prisoners. Just closing my doors behind and everything. That place looks strange. Hey, there's a note. Baron journal entry number 1. What's this? Today we finally finished hewing out the 2 main jail rooms and all 6 jail cells, and almost as if in response to our celebration, several of those damned roots grew through the wall and took out 2 of our cells. I wonder constantly what those wizards would be up to there in the tower. But I guess this is the nature of working for the Telvanni. I will inform them again of our construction plans, which they provided to us, and request that they refrain from such actions in the future. In the meantime, my men have begun setting up the necessary ramps and equipment to begin work on the next section of the dungeons. Here's hoping it goes better than the first. Beram the foreman. Well, there is a lot of roots growing everywhere. It's probably a little bit difficult trying to build this type of cells and everything when you never know how... Ooh, that's a really lovely restore health. And cruelty restore health. Don't mind if I do. But yeah, I guess this cell block area didn't quite work out very well when all these roots growing up like this. Funny enough. Hey, there's a chest though. For some reason. Yeah. And just a little bit of a root growing. Well, we had one instance of being in there before we teleported away. Yeah, I know. I was it here? And then I wanted to get out of there really quickly. Really quickly. Like, nope. I don't want to have anything to do with this. I think you are Beetle. I would love to go and explore this, but I don't think I can rest. Can I rest here if I go down there? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back up. Kind of would like the idea of going and exploring more of this, so I guess I will. But I'm not sure if this is a good plan, because I'm not sure if I can sleep here. Nope. So how am I exactly gonna get up? Would be the question. If I don't have any more rising potions, then how am I gonna be getting back up here? Well, I do have Restore Magicka, so in the worst case scenario I can guess use that. I guess that works. Even if it wasn't exactly what I was thinking of doing. Delvos dungeon. What's in the Delvos dungeon? A rat. A rat. So many rats and roots. Rats and roots. Don't see much else. Just kind of a broken area, I'd say. And then roots. Just roots. Enemies nearby. Well, there is this area. And there's more down. That's not a rat. You are not a rat. Why would you not warn me? Well, there is at least those things. As in these gems. Gem type of structures and all that. This is a deep place. From here we can go back up. Wherever we would be going exactly is a good question. I don't know. This leads far back up. I don't want to go there yet. There was more down there. I want to explore all of the downstairs if I'm gonna explore any of it. I don't remember if I've ever explored this area even. It's fine. Let's just say we can always restore magic to be able to cast ourselves out of here if we really need to. Or we actually need to have those arms heavy interventions even if I have to have some. Where was it exactly that I was thinking of going? I'm not sure anymore. Like this was downstairs, that was the door. Yes, jail. Jail door. Did I come from here actually? Yeah, I think I came from here originally, but there's papers. Hey, Peram journals. Sure, I'll read more of them. First said about all the root problems, yes. The lower dungeon rooms have been proving much more difficult than we originally thought. We must be working near some lava flows, as the rock of the cave walls is exceptionally hard stuff. It's hard enough to see in here without all of our proper lighting installed. I don't need this delay too. I have set off for some new volcanic glass tools. And in the meantime, one of my men has found a section of cave softer than the rest, and we have continued our work there by passing this first room. A few men have expressed their concern over the light rumbling that we have been feeling lately, but I am convinced that it is just more of those Telvanni and their hocus pocus mushroom magic. Hocus pocus mushroom magic. They assured us that about this site's stability. The rats and the bugs are annoying to us, but do not pose a threat. Hopefully, we can find the source of this infestation soon and eliminate it. I don't have time for this. Beram the foreman. And journal note 3. The worst has happened. This morning a boulder came loose from the ceiling and fell directly onto our major ramp, causing it to collapse and killing 2 of my men in the process. The remaining 3 of us are now stranded alone down here, with the cave walls being too sheer to climb, and the wizards obviously having more important things to deal with than a few errant laborers. With our water supplies diminishing rapidly, I sent Norvus and Killam further down into the caves to look for any natural exits we might have missed when first surveying the site. Damn those wizards. They told us this site was safe. What could they be doing up there? Why are these bugs and the rats getting more aggressive by the hour? And why is it getting so blasted hot? Well, there was at least a flame atronach. That might be one reason. Surely. There was at least a flame atronach down there. This is first that I remember. So I didn't even look here yet, did I? Rat. Ooh. There is definitely some warm hotness over there. As in, probably some nice lava flow going down there. I could imagine. It's definitely glowing hot. Interesting. Yeah. Get up there. Aww. Why must it be so difficult to jump that way? Hey, more notes. I've missed one. Where's the 4th one? I don't want to miss any of the story. 4th. That's the 5th one. I want to see what is the 4th one supposed to be. Where could I have missed the 4th one? This was a jail. I came from there. There's the 4th one. Yes. I found Norvus's head and torso lying in this room, with a large part of the rest of him seemingly smeared along the walls. I screamed for full minutes when I found it, and now all I can do is sit and stare. My only solace is this paper. More roots keep penetrating the walls every minute, and the rocks and lights seem to be taking on lives of their own. Now I fear not only for my life, but for my sanity. Please, someone come soon. The rumblings are getting faster and stronger, and I can't breathe this stifling air much longer. What in Vivek's name have these wizards done? The heat. The heat. If only I had gone into the different direction, because there was actually a way back up there. You just needed to go there. You didn't need to come this way, but no, you had to go into a place where it's hot. You should have gone into a different way. Different direction. He is here. Okay. Whoever this he is here. Hey, I can rest here. Lovely. So actually I can cast some levitation without having to always be restoring my magicka. Who is this he? He is here. I gotta find out who is this he. Ooh, what's that? Don't drop into the lava, thank you. What's this? Coins? This is turning into a horror story, pretty much. Limeware bow, which is pretty expensive. Some tumor coins. Intriguing. Sure, I'll take the bow. The only problem is that if I take the pole, then I need to drop something else, don't I? Well, I can always drop this Daedric dagger. I didn't really need to be carrying it around. It's pretty and all, but it's not necessary. Who is this he that he was talking about, though? I don't see a way forward in here, or do I? How am I not burning? Because I'm just at the edge, I guess. I don't want to drop into the lava. So, it seems like there's something there, though. I guess I need to rest here first. But this is indeed a horror story. This is a very much indeed a horror story. Is there something in here? This, just that bit. I don't know if there's anything really else in here, though, then. Doesn't really seem like there is much else. Which is kind of unfortunate. Seems like I get stuck here sometimes too. This just seems like a lava pit. Who was here? I wonder, was it just a flame atronach? Or who? Where was it that he was talking about? Who was this something that he was so afraid of? I do not know. I don't see anything else though here. Do you guys see anything else? I don't. Maybe it's just a flame atronach. Well, the bodies definitely aren't here. Is there something in there? Kind of looks like two spikes are coming out of there, but that would feel a little bit strange. If that actually meant something. I think that's just a weird thing going on with that. And yeah, it is difficult to see in this darkness. That's the problem for sure. I was thinking that, do I even take damage from that heating lava? And yes, I do. Fine. Go into the lava. It's all honestly quite surprising that you don't immediately die in that lava though. But yeah, I don't see any other ways. I was trying to see everything, but I don't see anything. As unfortunate as it is, I don't see anything else. Nope. Nothing in the rooftops or anywhere else in here. It's just a weird tumor cache and such. Maybe there was tumor problems. Or maybe it was that flame atronach that we killed before. It would be logical enough that it could have killed them too, after all. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your story ended here, dude. I'm sorry to hear. I think that is all, though, that there is of him to be found in this place. There must be a way. Would it be weird if you have atronach? It was completely in the other direction, but it sure seems that way. Yeah, if it's just the atronach. Yeah, it does seem like it, even though it does feel weird. But I don't see what else it could be. Well, it's not completely different direction, but it was here and not there, which would be more logical place for him to be at then. Or here. It was here actually. But anyways, almost the same. But okay, let's climb up here then, I guess. But yeah, I didn't see anything else there, which is kind of unfortunate. I hope I didn't miss anything. This is such a long way back up. Such a long way back up. Where does this even take me? Gracelands regions. Where? Hello. Beetle. Well, it certainly took me just outside. I don't know what that place is even. Some sort of a mine or something. I guess so. I really would like to wait until it is again like a morning, starting to be approximately. Hello. Sorry. But I cannot allow you to try to kill me. Not 3 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. Well, did you remember that, Saten Tenho? Or did you not remember it? Well, let's have this anyways. So... I would actually still need to be going and taking those Cure Blight potions. Lovely looking dawn. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very beautiful way to wake up to, certainly. Wasn't it? Such a pretty little face looking at you. But hello and wake up. Just a nice little welcome to the morning. Hello. I prefer it for this face at least. Like this face would be way worse. Oh, hello you two. I didn't notice that you were there too. Oh, and another one. There's a lot of these little things here. Lovely sunset. But anyways, then I still need to find a place to get those Cure Blight potions to. You didn't remember that horror story, no? But for some reason I clearly coming out of that exact door. That's kind of funny. Remember door, exactly this door I came from, but then don't remember anything about actually that horror story. It's a kind of funny thing which things you remember and which things you don't. You remember that exit, but the horror story? Nah, who cares about the horror story? Oh, lovely. Isn't it? A lovely look. Hello. You floating thing too. Oh, such a lovely visage. Clearly remember, I mean, yes, I gotcha. I gotcha. I do wonder where exactly I needed to be going for this freaking trade house entrance. Endures. These are all just farmhouses. So armory, chambers, jail, towers. Huh. Where the hell is the place where I need to be taking the Cure Blight thingies? Like, this place would be the most logical to me. Here, when all the farmhouses over there are like there and all that, but I don't see where I need to take those Cure Blight potions. Where would I need to take it? To undeal the Telvanni Apothecary of Telvos. Where is Apothecary of the Telvos? But of course it was Telvos. Would it somehow be able to be still in the tower region? Do you remember Sotenten? I don't know anymore. I'm getting confused about this quest that we have. I'm getting confused. I'm wondering, where do I exactly need to go? A frustration. Frustration. Well. Where would be an apothecary? Apothecary. I would think that it would be its own location, not just one individual that I just would have needed to talk to. But, like, this is all of the Telvos. That was Telvos. I guess it would have to be in Telvos. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't remember. I think it's in the city, but can't be certain. Yep, the only problem with that is that I think that, okay, those are called Vos. This is the only base that is called Telvos. But otherwise, I don't really see why it would be here. But I just don't see where the freaking hell it would be, is the question. Where would it be? Maybe I need to take a break and just stop before I lose my mind with this place. hellish place this is. Making me question my sanity. Well, fine. Maybe I'll go and visit the sign-up village rather. I'm getting bored of this. I'll go into the sign-up village, see if they will be happy to do some trading and all. Maybe take the shoes to that one guy who wanted some exquisite shoes. Expensive shoes. Don't know if they would have needed to be expensive. Hopefully not. But, yeah, sure. Let's just go to the sign-up camp. I don't know where I need to take the cure blight potions. Annoying as it may be, but I don't know where the apothecary is. Why don't they mark their apothecary a little bit better so that maybe someone who is trying to deliver cure blight potions could be delivering those cure blight potions? Me getting frustrated about not knowing where to deliver. I wanted to help you people, but no, you don't want help. So fine. Fine by me. What's that? Oh, it's a scamp thingy. I guess it was scamp named. I was thinking that looks weird there, but so it is. There's just some persons living here alone. Oh, well. Or you just want to actually kill me for my insolence of moving. I jumped over your arrow. Just a small stop when it went into Windows for me accidentally there for no good reason. Very strangely even. But hey, not too big of an issue. Not like you two even have anything, but let's see what you have in your yard, I guess. Is there someone that I need to kill here?
You will.
Yes. He didn't appreciate my welcome of a raised sword, apparently. He wasn't as... well, he wasn't orc, I guess. Orc appreciated, this didn't. He did not appreciate my welcome of a raised sword. Not that I really think that I need anything necessarily from here. Restore fatigues. Fortify magicka. Lots of ingredients as such that we could probably be using if we wanted to. Edge letter. Meh. It's fine. There's nothing that interesting over here, I'd say. The next time at least... oh yeah, this was actually the wicked wheat that I should be gathering up. They had to restore health and everything. So I do think that I should definitely be going and gathering this up. As much as I can, that is. We get wheat. 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 Just all the wheat that we can gather. I would love to have. There's even more here. Yeah, not part of that culture. Nope. Not part of the Orcish culture. Of a raised weapon. I think that's enough for now. Gathered quite a lot. Hey, acrobatics increased too. It's pretty decent with the 49 skill level. Not perfect by any means, but decent. Was it this way? Yes. I was thinking that I didn't go in the wrong direction. Hey, there's an Okrim. Just standing about. Hey, rat. Welcome to my plate. Be part of my plate. Well, if you want some too, I guess that can be arranged. I guess that can be arranged. Still a little bit of a journey. Just a teeny tiny bit. It was here, right? Did I somehow go into the wrong direction again? Not exactly, but it was like there. Yeah. We can just not see them. There's too much on the way, so to speak. This little bit of a hilly area completely blocks vision of that area. There's some more on the way. Just some more and a more and a more. Then we can be asking them what do they require to be going and thinking of doing some trading? It's a very good question and an important question. Hello, it's been a while. Zappa. You come to us, Outlander. You ask us about the trade goods wanted about the sign up. We are just a woman. No one listened to us. But since you ask, we will tell you what we think. So do tell me. We sign up, make everything we need. We do not need things from outsiders. But our men get common diseases and blight diseases when they go out hunting or tending to herds. They are sometimes gone for long times, and cannot return all the way back to camp to be cured by the wise woman. These settled people make the bottled magics that cure common diseases and blight disease, but the sign-up are often in short supply of these things. Such bottled magics might be the trade goods we would want. Thank you, that's very much of a nice thing to know. I guess I should also visit then, and just maybe I can be named Neravarb, and anyways that guy was also talking about the Hordator and everything, so I guess it's not too big of an issue if we do become named the Hordator. Anyways, I have you some shoes. Hello you with the better crown. Would you like a gift? Hospitality. Can I give you a gift? But who true? Yes, exquisite shoes. Thank you. These remarkable shoes are very fancy. Too fancy for a simple Ashlander like myself. But I thank you very much for the gift. It was very thoughtful. 100 out of 100 like. Woohoo. The shoes. The shoes. Give us all the power we need. Okay. Do you want to be naming us the Neravarin? Yes. We know of the prophecies. No, who can tell? Okay. And we are a Neravarin. We have heard the rumors. We know you to be the Outlander who claims to fulfill the Neravarin prophecies. But teach us, Feline Saratri, how could an Outlander be the Neravarin? Tell your story, show your proofs, and ask to be named the Neravarin. I wonder. It's kind of interesting when you can still steer the conversation away. Ho ho! Excuse me, do not think me rude, but seriously, do you believe this story yourself? I mean no offense, but you must admit you are an Outlander, and completely ignorant of our ways. How could you ever be our war leader? What sensible Ashkan could even choose you to lead the tribes? Ho ho! It shouldn't affect us negatively being Hordator, just trains being Hordator and then still having to be the bottom feeders. Yes, I think that I definitely will be named the Hordator, for sure, before we actually are higher on the Telvanni house. I don't want to be named the Hordator, but that sounds to be named the Neravarin is probably not an issue, so I could probably go and just get the naming from the Urshalaku for sure, just if it doesn't even affect it anyways. Anyways, we could probably be the Neravarin earlier than the Hordator. I'd kind of think the Hordator would be the more difficult thing to get done anyways. Persuade got shot that you are the one. Skies above. If dark were wealth, you'd make me rich. Don't you ever get tired of talking? I was thinking that that's probably not the right one to be done. Has got shot to set you a task. Very well. A vampire named Calvario has taken refuge in nearby Nerano ancestral tomb. If you are as worthy as you say you are, it should be a small matter for you to dispose of this vampire. There, you have your task. Now perhaps you would leave me in peace for a bit. So, vampire named Calvario. He is a vampire, a young one, but quite dangerous, of course, as I'm sure an adventurer of your wide expertise would know. Probably driven out of his lair by older, more powerful vampires. I would never offer advice to someone of your reputation, but perhaps a visit to the potion maker and enchanters of Telvos and Telmora might be in order. I don't use them myself, but they say potions and scrolls can be quite handy in a tight spot. Nerano Ancestral Tomb. We were supposed to get some shoes for him to get his approval, or was that something else? We did. I gave him the shoes. Exquisite shoes has been removed from your inventory. I bought the shoes in the previous, the clothier. I visited the clothier in Telmora, and I said that, yeah, I'll buy these exquisite shoes from you. And I brought them. He said, thank you, these remarkable shoes are very fancy. Too fancy for a simple-ass calendar like myself. But I thank you very much for the gift. It was very thoughtful. So yes, shoes were required. I got him the shoes that he wanted. He wished in his soul. Didn't know this. Yes, well, there it is. The Nerano Ancestral Tomb. Nerano Ancestral Tomb is to the north, but you are a stranger and may get lost. Listen, go west from our camp until you reach the mountain. Then turn north and follow the mountain, keeping them on your left. When you pass the ruins of the Schnuleft, keep your eyes to the east, looking for the entrance flanked by 2 trees of the western slope of this hill. In the center of Gracelands, there will be the Nerano Ancestral Tomb. I was probably thinking something else at the time. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm just pointing out that I did give the exquisite shoes. I did give him the shoes that he wished. I wonder if I can ask anyone else about what kind of trade goods they might like. You're nearly a legend. Now all of a sudden, please talk. I think this was the trader, but I don't know if he has any specific that he would like to tell me. I'm Ashurtana, I'm the trader of the sign-up camp. So, you want to know the trade goods wanted among the sign-up? I can tell you what I think. Well, do tell. Trade goods, we have in plenty. What? Does that the Outlander think we are savages? Because we do not have the things the settled people have. Big buildings, heavy furniture, we have no use for this trash. And do we not need to dress ourselves in foolish clothes and stand around with fancy weapons to feel like men? Huh. But of course you do not know the Outlanders. It is not your fault, Outlander. So yeah, he doesn't tell me anything important. At least the woman did. When asked.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I'm kind of getting stuck in that spot. I could try to be asking from a few more what trade goods they would think that they might like. We need nothing. We need the nothing. Probably really the trade goods is indeed the potions. That Giram woman, this isn't Blighties as I have said. You haven't said it. But it's the 2 different questions. You can ask a man and you can ask a woman. And the woman is able to tell you that this might be the ones that actually could be maybe a little bit useful. Okay, well, at least we did some interesting things today, for sure. But I think this is an okay place to be then stopping into. Quite a few things done nonetheless. A horror story, even story. I can't even speak anymore, but story, yes. Let's just do a little save. And there we are. Okay. Then next time at least I want to be going and visiting the Schnulet there. Definitely try to work towards actually being in the Telvanni house higher rankings and all of that. Yes, many things to do. Very, very many things to do. Okay, but thank you all for watching. Yes, horror. That is a very good way to say horror. But yes, Stora horror. But yes, thank you all for watching. Everyone else is probably already asleep again, though here then Satenten, who is just remaining here with me. Tayunda and 472 are already just completely fallen asleep too. And Chim Chim of course already went to bed and everything. And that's okay. That is okay. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed here on Twitch Live, and later on also, of course, in the YouTube, some more Morrowind. So thank you all for watching, and I shall see you with more next time then, when we continue with Velesaretti. Bye bye until then.